Remember when these little guys had everybody waking up on a Sunday to sell virtual turnips and pay off loans and do chores? It's March of 2020 and we've all started what I like to call the big sit, where we just kind of sat around for a year and a half for no particular reason. It was at this time where many of us were looking for purpose. Some found it in sourdough starter, some found it in painting. I found it in Animal Crossing New Horizons, a game where you walk around and talk to your fake friends and get stung by bees and shake trees to get apples to sell to these two raccoon brothers. People have been on the hype train for New Horizons ever since it was announced in 2019, but things in the world had changed and people were looking for that purpose. So as March 20th approached and we started to feel the effects of sitting at home alone, the idea of making a little island and inviting these animal guys over to go fishing and dig up dinosaur bones seemed more appealing than ever. The Nintendo Switch had already become one of the highest selling video game consoles of all time, but something like the wide family appeal of the Wii hadn't quite been achieved this generation. Animal Crossing's crossover appeal had always been there. Former Nintendo President Satoru Iwata stated, quote, 56% of people who pre-ordered the 3DS's New Leaf were female, with many of them purchasing the system specifically for the game. So when New Horizons came out and we were all trapped in our homes, the stars couldn't have aligned more perfectly. And even if it might seem silly to people who weren't in on the hype, it's easy to find solace in the simpleness of the game. Because Animal Crossing runs off of your real clock, you can't just speedrun your way to a perfect island. The beauty in Animal Crossing is how long it takes to get your perfect house and your perfect museum and get rid of all the shitty villagers. So as weird as it might seem, this little game where you listen to a dog sing a song about bubblegum gave millions of people a schedule and tasks to do while we just sat around the house. And then for the first time, up to 8 of your friends could come visit your island, and you could trade items with them and show each other your houses and get each other's fruit. And this is what elevated it from being a good time killer to an amazing game. We couldn't go outside, but we could visit each other's islands. And it's not like online gaming was a new thing, but because of the wide appeal of Animal Crossing, I could go check out my girlfriend's island and my aunt's island and my cousin's island. That's just the people you know, though. For me, the meat of the game was finding all the discords and going on all the fan projects like Nookazon and getting all the best villagers and the clothes I was missing. And most importantly, the turnips. The turnips kind of changed everything. I remember going on Twitter for hours every week trying to find random people with crazy turnip prices so I could yeet all of my fake money into a fake stock market so it would be easier to pay off fake loans to this little furry guy in a Hawaiian shirt. And after that, the game broke kind of quickly because you only need 5.8 million bells to fully upgrade your house, and I had made like 30 million bells off the turnip market. The currency when trading shifted to furniture and clothes and villagers. But at that point, you've probably sunk hundreds of hours into the game and there's a moment where it loses its luster. Your island is the perfect utopia and you have all the best villagers and you have your 5 stars, and most importantly, we can like go outside now. So there my island sits abandoned on my Switch with the millions of islands from millions of other people who return to their normal life. They added more stuff into the game after release, like this big bird that makes you coffee, and you can go to the White Lotus Island and design houses for people. But my island's been pretty much dormant since 2020, and honestly, that's okay. Some of my favorite gaming memories are from games that I dedicated way too much time to and then haven't touched since. So even though I haven't revisited Animal Crossing, these little guys brought us closer together when we needed them the most. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.